Well, hello there, food fighters. We're back again for another round, and this time we're going to look at rolls and flat sausage. This is what we call a lorne sausage in Scotland. I saw an advert for McDonald's in a bus shelter showing that they're now offering a sausage sandwich, as they call it, and that's a burger style, so their type of flat sausage. So I thought I'll give this a go and then maybe rank it against other rolls and sausage in the Paisley area. So I'm not going to go as in depth as I have in previous videos with toilets and service and things. What I'm going to look at is the price of a rolling sausage with onions if they're available, along with a coffee, and we should get an accurate representation of the cost and value for each. So, as I say, we're at McDonald's in Renfrew Road. I like it here because you can press and order using the kiosk and not have to talk to MD, which is always a pleasure. This took me about 5 minutes to get served with, and it was okay. Let's see. The coffee was fine. McDonald's is generally quite good for coffee. The sandwich itself is a bit skinny, quite flat, and the sausage itself didn't really taste a sausage. It wasn't like the McMuffin sausage. It was just like a burger almost. It did come with a blob of brown sauce, which I'd requested. The rolls, pretty much a burger roll, so it's quite sort of soft and sweet and chewy, and it's not really what I would expect with a rolling sausage in the traditional Scottish sense. So I have to say this one wasn't very satisfying at all. It wasn't filling, it wasn't tasty. Was relatively cheap, it's only $3.59, and that includes sit-in fees. It's only $2.99 for the takeaway, but it's one I wouldn't recommend. Right, it's round two now, and we're off to the McHarg Bakery on Neilson Road. This is just known locally as McHarg's, and it's a place that me and Eileen visit regularly on a Saturday morning. They do a really nice potato scone, which is Eileen's favourite. So you can see all the sweet treats they've got in the window here, and you can always get a table in here. There's 3 or 4 tables, and they do offer table service. It's a great place to people watch. You see a lot of characters coming in and getting their morning rolls and their sweet treats. So ordered up the rolling lorne sausage, just a flat sausage generally, and you can see here on a nice crispy baker's roll. The roll's lightly buttered, and you get the big fat sausage on it, and you can see it's a proper one. It's got the sort of wee white bits on it, which are probably oats or something. I'm not sure what goes into it. Anyway, you also get some nice crispy onions, which is a real boon, and brown sauce added to taste. So you can see me munch my way through it here. Really enjoy this. I think it's hers with potato scone as well as the sausage, and it's a good breakfast. It'll keep you going all day, really. So overall, this is an excellent offering. It's about £3.80 to sit in with your big roll sausage and onions and your mug of coffee. It's an extra 70p if you want a second item. We call that a doubler. So it's a place that we'll continue to go to, and it is one I recommend that you give it a try if you're in the area. So we're off to Baraw Park now in the east end of Paisley into Wheatley's, which is the cafe inside the park. So it's a good location. I also get good parking, and there's plenty of seating inside, and it's nicely decorated for Christmas. So we both ordered the rolling sausage and onions, and you get the option of having a soft or a crispy roll. So I had the crispy roll, and you can see here it's a nice big meaty sausage, plenty of crispy onions as well, nice flavour to them, and the roll was nice and crumbly and brittle, but also a wee bit chewy, so it was tasty and it felt substantial. So overall, this is excellent. The coffee was nice too, a nice big China mug, and it was a bit more expensive at £7.50 each, but it's about £6.50 to take it away. But it is good quality, and it's a nice friendly staff as well. So we'd recommend this place, and they also sell Friends of Baraw Park merchandise, which is my wife's group. So do buy some of that if you see some. Okay, right, so we're off again, and this time we're going to Senga's, which is on George Street, near to its junction with Maxwellton Street in Paisley. This is the junction where they buried the Paisley witches, which is a terrible story if you look it up in Wikipedia. It did happen a long time ago, though. I think it was late 80s, so nothing to worry about there. Anyway, so Senga's a nice wee cafe. It's got half a dozen tables, nice pleasant staff. It's well set up for Christmas. And it's done catering for Irene's park group in the past, and it was always well done. So happy to give this place a chance. So we ordered a rolling sausage with a coffee. This was about £4.60 each. You get a choice of a crusty or a soft roll. I get the crusty as usual. So you can see here, lightly buttered, Big roll, Irene said it was one of the biggest she'd had, and that's saying something. And yeah, big butcher's sausage here. You can see all the wee bits and tastiness in there. You also got a nice offering of sautéed onions at no extra charge. These are nice and crisp and a bit tasty as well. So that combined with some HP sauce made for a really satisfying breakfast. Nice filling, set me up for the day. So this is certainly one in contention, and I would certainly recommend it if you want to give it a look. Okay, now it's time for a quick stop at Caffe Pronto. This is in Causey Side Street, and I walk by this quite often, but I've rarely been in, for no other reason than it's a bit too close to home, and we have sausages at home. Anyway, so we're having a big Christmas day out this day, and we got the rolling sausage to go, so we could eat it on the train. We're heading into the Glasgow Central tour, which was really good, would recommend, and later on we saw Hamish Hawk, who was also excellent. Anyway, so the rolling sausage came in about 5 minutes or so, which is great. It's only 10 minutes before the train, and it's a big whopper. They offered soft and crispy rolls once again, which is always a welcome treat. And we got this massive sausage along with onions in there. So this was about a £5 or so, and it came with a coffee and a takeaway cup. So enjoyed the coffee and the rolling sausage on the train. You can see here again, it's a big butcher's sausage, plenty of onions, and they sauced it up for us. So this was a really filling breakfast. Enjoyed this on the train going into Glasgow, and it set us up for the rest of a busy day. So overall, it was excellent. Good service, quality ingredients, and another high scorer. So been impressed with the quality so far. So let's hope it continues. Okay, so we're off to more familiar territory now for fans of the channel. That's, of course, Greggs. We've done plenty of these, 125 at present count. This is a branch in Fergusley Park, which is probably closest to me that has a seating arrangement. So you'll know this well. This is their breakfast deals, £3.30, and you get a rolling sausage and a coffee for, obviously a good value price. Irene had the link sausage, but of course I had the flat sausage. So you can see the roll here, nice. They call it a cob. It's like a nice bread roll, quite sort of squishy, but I quite like it. It's quite chewy, and you get this nice big fat sausage. It doesn't look like some sort of mechanically covered meat number. It does look quite meaty, and it is tasty, and it was well cooked today. Sometimes they can be a bit crisp, but this one was really good. So I had this in a latte, which is a great combination. Nice start to the day, plenty of brown sauce in there, and really enjoyed it. So I've got to say this is one of the best options, really, certainly from a value proposition. £3.30, as I say, and gets you going for the day. So I'd probably put this about a 9 out of 10 sort of range. I don't know how it could be much better. It's fast, utilitarian, quick to go, but you will enjoy it and know what you're going to get. So obviously head to Greggs as always. Okay, right, we're so back from Benidorm where we had an excellent food fight over there, and we're in the mood for some more rolling sausage. So we're heading to the Paisley Pie Co. This is a firm that's got 2 locations in Paisley, and we'll go to the smaller one, which is like a porta cabin with a couple of tables outside. I had a slight run in with them last time, and they charged me £17.52 for 2 coffees and 2 rolls and sausage and potato scone. So I don't know if that was a mistake or they're just massively expensive, but this time seemed better because they're offering a deal, £3 for a rolling sausage and a coffee. So we're in the cabin seat here, nice sort of pies on offer. New Year's a couple of days away, so you get your steak pie here. Food all looks lovely. So it's a older lady working here, very friendly and chatty, and she had the sort of sausages half cooked, and then she sort of warmed them up for us on the frying pan, and with the option of a crispy or a soft roll. Both were buttered with Lurpak and HP sauce, so it was all good products here. Unfortunately, the deal wasn't on. The lady said she couldn't get the sign down, which sounded a bit lame, but they charged us like full price for it, which I think turned out to be £5.10 each, so a couple of quid more than we expected, but still reasonable. Anyway, so the sausage itself was lovely. It's a Graham's Butcher sausage, and you can see here, nice big sausage that fills the roll, and it's got a nice sort of texture to it. It was really meaty, nice chew to it. My roll's excellent. I liked the crispiness of it, but it wasn't crumbly, and it was well buttered and sauced, so this was excellent. Irene had the softer roll, which again she really enjoyed. Coffee was like Nescafe instant coffee, which is fine. It was good, and nice and warm on a December morning. So overall, it's a good experience. I say it was £5 or so each, a bit dearer than we thought, but the food was really good. So I'd probably give this a reasonable mark, probably about 7 out of 10. So certainly one to keep on your list. Right, we're back for round 8, and this will be the last one, so I can get back to a bacon roll again, which will be good. Anyway, so it's the 2nd of January 2026, so Happy New Year, and there wasn't many places open, so our original choice, a place called Jack's, was shut, so we had a wander about, and we're eventually going to go to Witherspoons, but we did find this place. It's No Coffee. NOE is apparently the owner's name, and it's a Greek place, so it was staffed with 2 Polish ladies, so make of that what you will. It's very nice and cosmopolitan in Paisley. Anyway, we sat down, got a nice seat, nice bar. We had a latte and a cappuccino because we're European types, and that came quite quickly, and it was nice. I'd ordered a rolling sausage with onion, and I didn't get a rolling sausage with potato scone and onion. So the food took a while. It was probably 20 minutes for the food to appear. And I think that's maybe more a Mediterranean thing where they like to hang about. Whereas here, we obviously just want to get food in our face as quick as we can. But the rolls came out, and enjoyed them. Soft roll, so I always eat these 2 quickly, to be honest with you, but it was a nice big square sausage here, quite in the traditional sense, a lot of nice brown sauce, and they also had the onions we requested. Unusually, it was red onions, and they were like raw and crisp, and it was fine. It gave an extra crunch to things, but obviously we prefer them a bit more sautéed here, but it's maybe just a wee cultural difference. Overall, food was good. I wouldn't say it was exceptional, but it was a nice environment, and the extra points of being open on basically 2nd of January when nobody else was. So fair play to them then. They also do a lot of nice looking cakes and buns and different European type of foods. So it would be a place to check out if you're into that sort of thing. So overall, probably give this about a 7 out of 10. Say it was average, but it was good, nice environment and pleasant staff. So certainly one to put on your list. So that's the end of the Paisley Food Fight roll and sausage edition, and I did enjoy doing it. It's a wee bit samey in places. There's only so many variations you can get, but you do get some better than others and some that are terrible. Looking at you, McDonald's. Anyway, so overall, I'd probably say the best rolling sausage we had was the one at the Paisley Pie Company. This lost marks because of the pricing policy, which was a bit vague, but it was a really nice sausage, and the roll itself was good too. The highest marks I gave was Greg's, which might be a bit controversial, but it was about half the price of some places, and it was a good, substantial rolling sausage, and I like the coffee there too. So overall, it was a worthwhile proposition. I think we've seen a few places around Paisley, and the rolling sausage market does seem robust. So hopefully get some tips here anyway, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.